the other things that I've seen negotiated, not necessarily in auction, but in auction and like just a general RFQ, are things like rebates and things like minimum order quantities and things like even the lead time can be negotiated, because if timing is of the essence, then that's more important maybe than the price, So I have seen those other things become a bit of a bargaining chip, and with various weightings applied to them based on the importance to the respective buying party. I think with where we are right now, it's also something that people can use to kind of help with, if we let you hold on to your cash a little bit longer, maybe you can help us with something else that we can agree to as a part of the TOS or the MSA, or, whatever gets drafted from a legal standpoint. But it's not uncommon. And I don't think necessarily that the chaotic times that we're in right now changes the dynamic with regard to that. I think, again, it's all just in the approach as to whether or not that's a factor that you want to put on the table and ask the vendors to kind of sharpen their pencil as much as they can. One of the key things we often see companies do if they are going out to auction is they will bake into a calculation considering the changing costs. Whilst our incumbent might be more expensive, think about what it might cost to then onboard a new vendor. Think about what it might cost to obviously get supply from a different part of the world or whatever it may be. So sometimes, it's not uncommon that there's a slight edge that's given to the incumbent, but all that means is that another vendor just needs to be that extra bit better on the qualitative part, or generous on the payment terms, or better on the lead time, that can then make them more attractive than the incumbent. So yes, again, it boils down to the fact that there are so many things that are on the table to be negotiated potentially.